Welcome to Metaphysical Soul Speak. I'm your host, Elena Fox Starks. Hey guys, I hope that wherever and whenever you are listening to this podcast, that you are happy and healthy and allowing all of the energy of the universe to permeate each individual cell, allow the ascension to take place in each moment. And also that you're watching the skies. Really cool clouds lately, at least down here. I couldn't believe the clouds I saw today. I mean, we had clouds streaking across the sky and then puffy white ones right next to it. And then the puffy white ones ended up being very dark cobalt blue at the bottom. And then in a flash, they were gone. And then as the sun started to set, we had pastel colors, like the low horizon was a very pale, at once yellow and green at the same time, and then a very pale blue. And then all the clouds were puffy pink, like cotton candy pink. And then probably 10 minutes later, the whole sky was like a cheetah print. I kid you not. There were little dotted clouds, and it almost looked like Morse code. It was insane. Bright. It was like at first pale pink and then bright pink, followed by bright electric ultraviolet red, like a pinkish red. And I got a video of it. I'm going to try to upload as much as I possibly can to my Twitter feed and also my Instagram as well as Facebook. I mean, you can check it out. It'll be at Mermaid Girl 888. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to try to get it done in the next hour or two. After I upload this, if I forget, I'll have it done by tomorrow. This was incredible. I couldn't even really get it focused, the camera to focus on. The clouds are so close together, but individual little clouds, just like a cheetah print. It was the weirdest thing. And I had just been looking at how to paint death cap mushrooms, fly agarics, which are red with the little white spots, because I have a stool that I'm painting to look like a fly agaric mushroom. Oh, how cute, right? And I wanted to see how, in art, how do you paint the dots to make them look kind of 3D and realistic. And now I'm thinking I might do it with hot glue gun and add gesso and make them actually stick up, because that will be so insane. It'll look like an actual mushroom. But anyway, I had just been looking at a similar pattern just yesterday, last night before I fell asleep, and this evening, it was almost like fly agaric mushrooms, but the sky was pale blue with these bright red spots. I've never seen clouds like this, ever. I don't know. Every day is literally a brand new day here. Brand new. We are still at 99 in the Ascension Symptoms Scale. I listened to the hour-long Shri and Kira July energy report coming up for July. And something that struck me is that Kira said she's been living on coconut water for a week. She hasn't been able to digest any of her food. It's like when she eats, she can't digest it for days. Remember I was saying, I feel like the snake gave me a snake medicine and now I'll eat. And then 2 days later, I still don't want to eat. And then I'll eat a lot again. And she hasn't eaten that much for a week. She says, I've just been living on coconut water. And it's just part of the ascension. And Sri and Kara, they've been ahead of us. Like Lisa Transcendence Brown, they've been way ahead of the pack. For like 20 years, they've been in the fifth dimension. Something like insane. Lisa Transcendence Brown hasn't been in the fifth dimension that long. I mean, compared to them. But they've been, they're here in Ecuador, actually. I haven't met them yet. We have a mutual friend. He's doing all of my advertising for this show. And he's also the advertiser for Deepak Chopra. So, I mean, I'm in good company. And they're on Oneness Talk Radio if you wanted to check them out. Or Shreen Kira Official is their YouTube channel. But I also have had, for like this past week, I had a hard time digesting food. I had 2 nights where I had a pretty heavy meal. And both nights in the morning, I woke up with really bad acid reflux, which I never get. Unless I eat too late, and I ate these both too late, obviously, but the same thing. I mean, I feel like I still haven't even digested the Indian food from like 2-3 days ago. I ate pancakes yesterday. I haven't eaten anything all day long, just like I don't need anything. And it's like weird, just hot Jello tea. That's what I'm living off of lately. Heard from my girlfriend Cheryl. She was on the show. She did the Doppelgangers story episode. If you haven't heard that, go check it out. It's one of our most popular shows that I've ever done, actually. As far as the amount of listens, everyone's interested in the idea of having a doppelganger. Anyway, she called me and she said, you know, the other day I had a strange feeling and I heard a noise out in my shed. So I went outside and I heard it again. Something ran into these horses that you use for construction. You know, it's like just a couple 2x4s strung together, and then you put a board across it, and then you do your work on top of that. Well, she had 2 horses stacked on top of each other in her shed, and something was inside her shed and ran into these. And she heard them move. And she's like, well, that's weird. I wonder who's in my shed. She thought maybe it's an animal, maybe it's human. You know, we don't know, right? So she goes out there, and all of a sudden, a 7-foot tall extraterrestrial who was very, very pale gray with an enormous head ran out of her shed as fast as he could into the neighbor's yard. Oh, gosh. She told me that. I just was like, no way. I literally just heard this story like an hour and a half ago. I couldn't believe it. And then she heard noise inside her house. Oh my God. So this is a little bit of a personal part, but she had just that morning bought an electric razor when she went to the mall with her mother. And she had just that morning shaved her legs. And her legs were pretty smooth. It was a brand new razor. And she heard this noise inside her house, and she went into her house and she didn't see anything. Oh, but suddenly she's just super sleepy. Yeah, you see a 7-foot tall alien. First thing I want to do is go relax nice and cozy in my bed. Yeah, it always happens that way. It's the most insane thing that happens. And she fell asleep. And when she woke up the next day, she had the stubble on her hair, on her legs, was like she had not shaved in 5 or 6 days. In fact, right now she's doing an experiment. She shaved her legs again, and she's going to see how long it takes. How many days does it take for that much hair to come out of her legs so she could be able to report to her UFO group how long exactly she was abducted for. Also, she had markings under her left arm, It looked like claw marks, like she started to fall and they picked her back up and accidentally bruised her arm in these huge claw marks. She showed me these marks under her left arm. And then she said that her husband said, well, do you have a mark on your back? Weird. What a weird thing to ask, right? Like, oh, well, you must have a mark on your back. Like, what? And so she's like, okay, I'm going to look. And she lifted up her shirt and looked in the mirror, and there was a diamond-shaped pattern on her back that looked like her whole back had been covered with suntan oil except for this patch, and this patch on her back was tan. What the hell? Inside the patch, there were 2 needle marks. And she realized that when she had x-rays done of her spinal column, she has several implants that her doctor found. Medical, scientific evidence that she has been abducted repeatedly. She has implants throughout her body. Even when she took her dogs to the x-rays at the veterinarian, one of her dogs had a problem, and that dog had implants. It turns out her animals and she all have alien implants. And where those implants were is where those needle marks were. I'm like, well, they either took them out or they replaced them. And it looks like she was in recovery somewhere on a spacecraft or something for 5 days. And then they returned her back in time to the same day that they took her from. I don't know, guys. It's like, obviously I believe my friend. She's like me. She's had a lot of experiences. She's a hereditary witch like me. We actually are both redheads with green eyes, and actually I think her eyes might be blue, but we both have the same birthday. And she lives in Nova Scotia, Canada. Really, really freaking weird. Really weird. I had last night I finished my show. I saw a video. Someone was talking about ET abductions and aliens related stuff. And I'm always interested in researching it. Well, this guy described something that I'm not going to repeat. It disturbed me so highly that my energy started to go down. Okay. And when that happened, suddenly I have Arcturians in my room. I saw them with my third eye, not my eyes. My eyes. And they said, your energy is going down. Don't allow your energy to go down at this time. Keep your energy up. Keep your ascension path steady. I'm like, I'm sorry. Can you guys help me? And they said yes. And they went to work. There was 2 or 3 Arcturians in my room. They went to work cleansing my aura and raising my vibration. They said that I would do better to save my mental space and my mental capacity for learning things that are helpful, such as levitating objects. They really told me that. And I said, well, how do you do that? Tell me how. Because I've tried and I can't get to go, And they said, well, you take an object and you focus on it. And what you do is you put your mental state of mind below the fabric of space that is below the object, and then you just simply lift that fabric of space. Oh, so easy. So easy. I'm like, well, all right. So then I sat there for 20 minutes trying this, and it's not working, obviously, because it's not easy. But they basically wanted me to work on my telepathy and my teleportation and my telekinesis powers and all of the telas except for no more ET research or listening to people. Right now, because we're almost a critical mass, guys. This morning I woke up, first thing I said, okay, God, how many people? All the people sending, I know we need 65%. Where are we at? And the number was 64. You guys were at 64%. So, which would explain why our ascension number is today on the ascension symptom scale 99. We have not budged from 99 in 3 days now. Shimon resonance today, 1700 report only. They only wrote the report for the evening. Very light activity in today's chart. The maximum peak was 10 Hertz around midnight UTC. 10, that's not big. It's not much at all. So, I don't know, maybe we're all just so sleepy and tired. My friend Cheryl, she did say she has been absolutely exhausted. She said, not only am I getting more sleep than normal at night, I'll get up in the morning and I'll work for 2 or 3 hours around the house and I have to go right back to sleep. I got to lay on my couch for a minute and I'll wake up 3 or 4 hours later. Yeah, that's been happening to me too. And I did mention that in my Ascension Symptoms episode yesterday. It's just one of those things that's like over and over again. Did I do that yesterday? Was that the day before? I can't even remember anymore. No, yesterday was Khalil Gibran. It was Friday's episode. So, I don't know. Remember, in A Course in Miracles 2 days ago, it was talking about seeing. And yesterday was about, I want to see things differently. I am determined to see things differently. Now, in this lesson today for A Course in Miracles, it is, what I see is a form of vengeance. So I like this one because this helps to unravel a lot of the 3D stuff. Today's idea accurately describes the way anyone who holds attack thoughts in his mind must see the world. Having projected his anger onto the world, he sees vengeance about to strike at him. His own attack is thus perceived as self-defense. This becomes an increasingly vicious circle until he's willing to change how he sees. So pretty interesting, right? So if you guys are so inclined and you feel yourself attracted to A Course in Miracles, now's a good time to start. It has a very high vibration in the lessons. I didn't read the whole lesson, just part of it. So when I woke up today, I had slept pretty sound, pretty long hours again. For about 7 days, I've been sleeping very long hours. I mean, up to 10 to 13 hours. Maybe I'd say 11 to 12 on average every single night. And I just feel like I'm really rapidly changing. And in the morning, I had a lot of venting dreams, just like the day before. They were super creative, lots of imagery and things that don't really relate to my life. And yet when you unravel it, oh yeah, there it is. One thing I forgot to mention in my interpretation yesterday was, trying to help this Mexican man stay in the country so he doesn't get deported. That's something I'm trying to work on for myself. Trying to advocate for myself so that I could stay still here in Ecuador. So I was venting out the idea that I might get deported. That was lovely that I vented that out. And by the way, when you have dreams, a lot of times you are everyone in your dream. You are everyone in your dream. So I'm the person who screwed up. I'm the person who's going to be deported. I'm the boss who's going to be angry on myself who, didn't take responsibility. Like you're everybody. I'm the person who came around the corner not paying attention and careening into my own car. That you can interpret it that way. Sometimes it is other people. Sometimes it's just you in a bunch of different roles. In the movie of your life, you play all the roles. And everything you see is your own visual projection onto the world. So anyway, I woke up and I had 53 messages in my email. And I thought, oh my gosh, I better check. I know for a fact it's Sunday. They didn't tell me when my appointment is with the government, but I better look anyway. There might be something good in those 53 emails. Well, like every week, I got a listing or an email for all of the real estate listings in California because I'm always curious. And in the back of my mind, it's always there that I might want to move back to Los Angeles or possibly to, Berkeley or San Francisco. So, every now and again, I just like to dream. I like to think about different possibilities for my life. And I got a list of real estate from Realtor.com, and I normally just ignore it. Like, oh, well, I'm not focusing on that now. I'm focusing on staying in Ecuador. So usually I just kind of delete them or I ignore it. Well, today I opened up the email and I looked at the houses out of curiosity. And okay, here's a house from Berkeley, here's a house from San Francisco, here's a house from Los Angeles, whatever. Then I started noticing the house numbers. This one has 11. Well, that's not too big of a deal. This one has 33. Ah, interesting. This one has 88. Ah, that's interesting. Now I'm going to pay attention because now I'm getting these master numbers, right? I'm going to pay attention to these listings a little bit more. And then what happened next just blew my mind. There was a house on Virgil Avenue. That's my son's name, Virgil. And I thought, well, that's a weird coincidence, but interesting. All right, I'll take a note of it. I'll show him because he'll find that funny. And then the next house that was right below that one was named Terrell. That's my husband who died, Virgil's father. Oh my God. There's a Terrell Street or Terrell Avenue in Los Angeles. I didn't even know that. And then we went to the next one. I went, oh, thank God. It was like Oakwood or something. And then the next one after that, Francis. That's my middle name. I'm like, oh my God, this is so weird. So I analyzed it even further, of course, and I added up the one on Francis and the address for the apartment listing on Francis and then one on Virgil. And these are like condos. They're actually apartment buildings changed to condos. So they're actually condos for sale. The one on Francis looks amazing. But even the one on Virgil doesn't look half bad. But they both, the one on Francis and the one on Virgil, both add up to 12, which reduces down to 3, numerologically speaking. Well, I am a 3. That is my personality. That is in my numerology, that matches me perfect. Virgil and Francis. I'm like, oh my God, both my son's middle name and my middle name. Very weird. And I'm like, well, out of curiosity, what is tarot? It adds up to 13, which is the death card in the tarot. Tarot's dead. It's like the coincidences kept getting weirder and weirder and weirder. And then, and then when you reduce 13 down to 4, it's the Emperor in the tarot, which was Tarot's card. And that was when you add up your personality or whatever. Mine was 3, the Empress, his was 4, the Emperor. So 13, which is death, which he's dead. And then reduce that down to 4, and there's the Emperor, which was his card. But in the house itself had a yard that was totally overgrown and had an energy of sadness. And in feng shui in China, they always warn against getting a house that is where the address adds up to 13 or 4. Either way, you're going to be very sad in that house. You're going to be unable to sell it. It is like literally the death number for real estate is 13 or 4. Anything that reduces down to a 4 in numerology for the house number itself. You don't have to count the zip code or whatever, or the letters in the name of it, but just the house number. And so there's like fixes you can do for everything in feng shui. There's a fix, but I could not believe that. And tarot was like right in the middle of Virgil and Francis too. It was so crazy. I'm like, there's something. And then like the one below the tarot wasn't mine. It didn't say Francis. It said oak something, and that was his favorite kind of tree, were oaks. He always went on and on about growing up among the oaks. I always loved the oak trees. Our favorite park in Chico was filled with these oak trees that were 200 feet tall. That's where they filmed the original Robin Hood with the actor Errol Flynn, was in Chico in Bidwell Park. And he was always going on and on and on and on about those oaks. And I think the name of the street there was like Oak something, Oakdale, Oakwood. I think it was Oakwood. And he always went on and on about oak wood too. Actually, he's always saying about, when you build a fire with oak wood, it's going to burn all night, and that's going to give you the best even heating for the house. I mean, he was going on and on because we heated our house with the wood stove. So I always had to hear about how this wood and that wood burns. And now I have these weird ass skills that I never thought I'd have. It's always good to have skills though, right? But I mean, that one's been kind of perplexing me all day. It was just like, what? I mean, the name Tarot had an extra L at the end. Francis was spelled with an I, not an E. And Virgil was spelled exactly the way it's spelled in my son's middle name. But I mean, how weird is that? I mean, I was looking around for Liam. I was looking for my other son's name, or Alice was his name when he was still female. And I'm like, well, that wasn't on there. That would have been just too freaky. Yeah, but I'll probably get a list tomorrow. It'll be like Alice Avenue, and then I'm going to tell you guys about it. But just like I told you guys about the synchronicity with the names yesterday in my introduction to yesterday's episode, about the guy who, like his brothers, people with the same names as all of his brothers, 7 in a row for 7 days. And it was all the names of his 7 brothers. It was so weird. I couldn't believe that happened to me with the houses today. I'm like, no way. And last night before I went to bed, I'm like, I want cool synchronicities. I want something to tell my people that listen to my show. And then this happened today. You guys go out there, go ask for the synchronicities. Go ask the universe to show you and provide it for you. It shows you that we live in the matrix and everything is like, was it Geico, was it, or FIFO? I don't know. What was it? I don't know. The computer word, input and output. I don't know. I want to say Google in, Google out. There wasn't Google. What the hell? It's been a lot of years since I took that nerdy class in high school where I learned this. Garbage in, garbage out. That's right. It was Geico. God, I really am. I'm not a nerd at all. I'm not that smart enough to be a nerd, but I still have these nerdy, dorky, geeky tendencies. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it at all when that happened. So start asking the universe, guys. Start asking and asking and asking the universe for these signs, I mean, we're at 64. We're almost at critical mass. The 3 days of darkness must be coming. I've heard a couple people starting on that one again. I heard that is going to be like a frickin' reset, according to Todd, the guy who's channeling. Basically, it's going to be a reset of the universe, and when that happens, that's why we need 3 days of darkness. All of the stuff is going to be reworked. Well, right now, our DNA is being reworked, but when enough of us have all that, and we're going for the ascension, going directly into the fifth dimension to be fully anchored. Apparently, we're going to literally be in 3 days of darkness surrounded by love, the energy of love, the highest vibration. No more negative or fear energy. It's just going to be absolute pure love for those 3 days. I don't know if our beds are going to disappear or what does that mean exactly, but I was thinking I'd just lay in my bed, and then I thought, what if it disappears? Am I going to be floating in a space of nothingness for 3 days? I guess if I'm surrounded by love and I can still telepath with my twin flame, all right, that'll work. As long as I can still telepath with them. Maybe my Arcturian family will be with me. My Andromedan husband. Maybe my Orion husbands. I don't know if my Orion husbands are even aware that I live in another dimension. And I have no idea what galaxy I'm at with my friend Jihad. He and I are married on another planet. I thought it was a future thing. Apparently it's right now, and I don't know where we are. We got to figure that one out. We might be near Sirius, the dog star. I don't even know. So, anyway, tonight I'm going to do a tarot card reading for everybody's relationships. So, regardless of what your relationship status is, whether you're married to your twin flame or married to your soulmate, or you're not married at all and you're single. And when I mean married, I also mean in a relationship. You don't have to be legally bound on paper, which is kind of ridiculous. But, I mean, it's not ridiculous if you're married. You know, I was married. But, I mean, just the fact that if there's words on a page, that makes it so. I don't know. Me and the paperwork issue lately in governments and people telling other people they're legitimate because something's on a piece of paper, to me is, I think it's a form of insanity. You know, we fight in tooth and nail and worry and spend long hours worried about grabbing pieces of paper with numbers on them. It's just green and white paper. Unless you're from Venezuela, then it's like blue and green and red and orange and yellow and all kinds of beautiful colors. And most countries have gorgeous, beautiful colored money. The United States has just green and white. But why are we doing this? We're working our asses off to get little pieces of paper. When I put it that way, does it not sound like a form of insanity? I mean, really? It sounds a little crazy. I mean, it sounded a little bit less crazy when it was pieces of silver or bags of gold dust. But even then, really? You're going to clamor over yourself? Fight tooth and nail? Some people get shot and killed over pieces of metal from the ground? Or pieces of paper with ink on them? What? I could see why God wants to reset this world, can you? We've all gone mad. It's a mad world. It really is, when you think about it that way. Really crazy stuff. Anyway, guys, let this go ahead and play out. I don't know about you, but I'm going to go make myself a hot cup of tea during this minute and 39-second break. And I'm probably going to make popcorn too. So I'll be right back with our episode on, well, our tarot card reading for everybody. Whether you have a twin flame or not, whether you're married or not, whether you're single or not, whether you're with your soulmate or not, I'm going to do a reading for you, specifically in your situation, but it's going to be for the collective. Hopefully you'll find something in this that you can relate to. Be right back. If you're listening to this, you obviously like podcasts, and you probably like music too. Long walks on the beach, romantic dancing under the stars, and oh wait, we're not doing that right now. On Spotify, you can listen to all of that in one place for free, and you don't even need a premium account, which is cool. Free is always good. Spotify has a huge catalog of podcasts on every topic, including the one you're listening to right now. On Spotify, you can follow your favorite podcasts so you never miss an episode. Download episodes to listen to offline wherever you are, including your long romantic walks on the beach. Also, one thing I love about Spotify is that you can easily share what you're listening to with your friends via Spotify's integrations with the social platforms like Instagram. So that makes it really, really versatile. Just search for Metaphysical Soul Speak on the Spotify app or browse podcasts in the Your Library tab. And follow me, of course, don't forget, so that you'll never again miss an episode of Metaphysical Soul Speak. Spotify is the world's leading music streaming service, and now it can be your go-to for podcasts too. Thank you guys so much for supporting Metaphysical Soul Speak on Spotify. All right, guys, I am back. I made popcorn. I'm going to put that on my Twitter. I made it with turmeric, so it's extra yellow like movie popcorn, but that's also good for arthritis. And I made it with coconut oil, which is good for digestion, and sea salt because it has more minerals than normal salt, and zero fluoride, thank God. And what else? The popcorn itself is organic and sunflower oil because it's the least annoying oil I can find in the basic store. If you try to do popcorn with olive oil, the olive oil will reach its boiling point faster than the popcorn itself, and it will burn. Otherwise, I'd be doing it in olive oil all the time. But I also put in, I said coconut oil. So, brewer's yeast. The lady at the stores called it vegan cheese. It's so crazy because it's not cheese, and cheese is not vegan. But it's brewer's yeast because it has vitamin B12 and extra protein. All right, I got my cards out. I'm going to start. You'll see in my picture I do eat my popcorn with a spoon like a freak, but also I don't want to get popcorn hands on my tarot cards. Plus, Virgo. We always have to keep our hands clean. Keep our hands clean, our nose clean. Driving record, not so much. All right, I'm going to try to pull 3 cards per question. So I checked out the real estate thing that I told you guys about, the freaky synchronicity. Every single one of those places, by the way, avenues. Not one of them was a street. They were all avenues. Virgil Avenue, Tarot Avenue, Francis Avenue. And I looked up the word avenue, and it says a tree-lined street. I did not know that. That's a part of the definition, that there's trees. And then it also said the word avenue also means a way of going about something. And then the example given was there are 3 possible avenues to research. Whoa, 3. Oh, God. And then the one with Francis, one with Virgil with 3, which is my number in tarot as well as my numerology. Really weird coincidence. Anyway, all right, I'm going to be connected to my spiritual team. I'd like to be connected to my higher self, my holy guardian angel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Raphael, and Archangel Michael. like to be connected to God, prime creator of the universe. You know what's going on Earth more than any one of us. And I'd like to ask that all of these questions I ask is not to answer questions about me and my personal life only, or the 3 or 4 people that I have in mind that I know are listening to this, but rather let's have this for the collective whole, all of us, okay? If that's possible, can we do that? Yes. Did finger testing? Got a yes. All right. So all of the answers will be for the people, all of the people in the collective whole that are ascending. These are for those of us that are ascending. If you're not on the ascension path, you're probably not going to hear this anyway. All right. So God, I'd like to first ask about the twin flames that are currently together. What can we expect for them for the month of July? All right. Uh-oh, one card just flipped around. Is this the card that you want me to have? Okay, it flipped around. This is holy wow, this is pretty graphic. It's the Lovers card. Twin flames that are now together, they get the Lovers card. I'm going to put that one back in the deck when I'm done with these. So I'm going to take pictures of each individual. Oh, maybe I can't, though. Oh, I'll figure it out. Okay, the Lovers card. Maybe I'll just put this one. This one's pretty hot. All right. I mean, like, seriously, I'm literally, they'll probably block this picture. I mean, they're not doing anything, but the way they're drawn naked, they're very, very naked. It's pretty detailed. Okay. All right. Woo, I never saw this card before, and I haven't looked at all the cards completely with detail yet, so this is in my Andes Tarot. All right. So the Lovers card is, should I draw 2 more cards? This is the past. This is the present card. Okay, great. So for the twin flames that are now together, the Lovers card, totally together, totally happy right now in the present. Okay, so for the past, what's the card for the twin flames that are now together? Oh, goodness, a bunch of cards fell out. Is the card in one of these? No, all right. Oh, goodness. Are both these cards the cards for the Lovers? I mean, the twin flames are now together? All right, is this both the past and the future? Okay. Is the card in my right hand for the future? Beautiful. Is the card for the past in my left hand? Yes. Okay. All right. Here it is, guys. For the twin flames now together, we have the card the Moon for the past. Message I'm getting for that is they had to work through a lot of subconscious stuff in order to come together. Right now they're together and they're happy together as the Lovers. Now the sun is shining down upon them. For the future of the twin flames are now together for the month of July. I got the Coach of Victory, El Coche de la Victoria, otherwise known as the Chariot. They're going to be moving forward together in new and positive ways. This is what messages I'm getting. Very, very cool. Alrighty, I'm going to write these down and see what I can do. As far as taking a picture of them, I might have to take a picture later. So we got La Luna, the Moon, the Lovers, the Enamorados, that means the Lovers in Spanish, and El Coche de la Victoria, the Chariot. As soon as I say that, here comes the crow. I'm going to turn that off, and then we're going to ask the next question. I love my crow, though, guys. It's the coolest. All right. It's cool because I haven't heard crows. We just don't have crows here. Now, I'm going to put these cards back into the deck because these might be relevant to the other people. All right, so that was for the twin flames that are currently together. Now, the twin flames that are not quite yet together. Ooh, I just got another card. Is this for the twin flames not yet together, God? Yes. Is this the current state of awareness? Four of Cups, harmony. Armonia, it says. All right, good. Okay, so the twin flames that are not yet together, that means that we are currently in harmony. We currently need to get into harmony. Okay, let me ask this again. Let me ask the pendulum, because I got my pendulum here. All right, God, so is this card for the twin flames that are currently together? I'm getting a no. Oops, okay, I'm getting a no. Okay, is this card for the twin flames that are not yet together? I'm getting a yes. Is this the past card? Is this the present card? All right, I'm getting that we're trying to come to balance. Is that correct? Yes, I'm getting a yes. Finger testing now. All right. So for twin flames not yet together, what is in our past that we've already finished up? Oh my gosh, these cards are so active. I'm having like 20 cards jump out at once. All right, God, what for twin flames are not quite yet together? I'm one of them, I think. What is it for us in the collective whole, twin flames not yet together, in our past that we have already overcome to get to the place where we are now? Is it this card here? Yes. It's this one? Holy crap. At the top it says Dear Todd. Der Tod. Which apparently in Germany means the death. La muerte. Aya. In Inca, death is Aya. So we got the Aya card. See, some of these cards are in Incan, some of them not. They're all in English, Spanish, and German. And every now and again, the Incan word, which is so cool. So we get to learn Incan, ancient Incan. So we had to overcome death. Does this mean death? This means change. All right. So we always had to overcome many changes to get to the point where we are now, which is harmony. And in our future, when we do come together, God, what do the twin flames not yet together need to know? What will bring us together, I guess, is this card, right? The future, when we come together and meet in physical reality. What do the twin flames that are not yet together, what do we need still to meet? All right. Oh my God, like 3 cards flew out of the deck at once again. Oh no, it's 2 cards. Is this the one we needed? No. It was the fatigue card. Oh my God. God, are you tired of this? Okay, no. It was an accident. Is this the card that is our future? The Hierophant. Our higher selves. All right, great. So let me interpret this real quick. So the twin flames that are not yet together in the past, we had to overcome a great deal of experiences that were harbored in our subconscious mind. We had to let go, put to bed, or basically put to death bad habits, erroneous thoughts, and all manners of negativity. This is not just for twin flames not yet together, but all of us going through the ascension. All right, current present card for twin flames not yet together, the harmony card. We are now striking a balance to create and achieve harmony in our body, minds, and souls. We're almost to the point at which we will cross over that threshold soon to harmony. Once we cross over the threshold to harmony, then we go into the future card. For twin flames not yet together, the future card is the Hierophant. And this one means we are going to become our higher selves when we cross over into the ascension realm, the 5th dimension. then, I'm like waiting, more information, please. Then that's it. When we learn that we are our own higher selves, it will be when we're together again. So right now we're trying to strike the balance of harmony in ourselves, in our lives. Yes, yes. In each other. All right. So once we achieve harmony, we'll be able to come together and we'll meet in the higher fifth dimension. Okay. So for card 2, we're going to say death. 4 of Cups. And 4, it also means organization. I mean, 4 is related directly to the Emperor. And then Hierophant. All right, I'm writing all the cards down because I'm going to put them all back in the deck, and then we're going to start over. All right, God, the next cards that we should draw. This question is for single people that want to be a part of a couple that do not have a twin flame incarnate. Is this a card for them? Okay. The Harmony card jumped out the deck again. I think he wants me to stress that we do all need to achieve a balance of harmony. We're all looking for that right now. Harmony, harmony, harmony. It doesn't always mean music. Is this the card for the question I asked about single people without a twin flame incarnate? Will their soulmate be coming? This is a card for them? The Star card. That's cool. And in Incan, the word star is Chaska. That's so cool. I like that name, Chaska. All right, God. So for the single people without a twin flame incarnate, what is happening right now? Oh, is this the now card? Okay. All right, and is this the past card for them? Okay. Wow. Okay, it says Caballero Cambio Rápido. The quick change cowboy. Are you kidding me right now? And the pictures. A man with a very pointy hat holding on to the rope that's tied around the neck of a llama. A quick change cowboy. Are you effing kidding me right now? What is this? It says in German, Retter Temperati Restruz. That's not even a word. Oh, here we go. The Kiji of Swords. I think that means King of Swords. Okay, I don't see a sword in the picture at all. These cards. I might need new cards. Is this the past card? All right. All right. These are highly entertaining sometimes. All right, God, is this the one for the future for the people who are not twin flame incarnate? Okay, these cards just jumped out all at once. Just boom. They're so active. All right. This last card for future is the Page of Pentacles. And it says Paje Oportunidad. Opportunity. Sinchi, the Page of Pentacles, or opportunity, means Sinchi in Incan. Wait a minute. This is very weird because it says Sinchi for the King of Swords as well. All right, so I don't know what Sinchi means now. These cards are so weird. All right. Single people without a twin flame currently incarnate, are their soulmates coming? These people that will be wanting a relation of the future. God, are these the correct cards? Yes. Is this correct card? Yes. Is this correct card? Yes. Is this correct? Yes. Okay. All right. For the past, we have the King of Swords, or the quick change cowboy. And by cowboy, we mean llama man? I don't know. All right. What do we mean by this? Changes have been rapidly coming for this person, and whether this person is a male who is his own king. Swords, there's been a lot of decision making in the past, and things have been changing like this super rapidly. And he's also been able to cut through all of his own stuff. That's in the past. This in now, or if you're a woman, the person who is coming your way, or okay, I don't mean to be cisgendered or heteronormative here. So if you're the feminine, out of the feminine masculine dynamic, whether you're both women or you're both men or transgender, this reading is not just for heteronormative people, by the way. So whoever you are in this equation, you are either the person who has been doing all this or the person who's coming your way has been doing this, correct? Okay. So what has to happen for you to get to the present moment is that person had to, well, be a quick change cowboy. And he had to get, well, a lot of stuff going, basically. A lot of ideas, decision making, cutting through a lot of crap in the life. So if you're if you're single and you're looking for somebody and your twin flame is not incarnate, basically what you have to do is cut through the crap in your life. You or your partner. So that's what has been happening behind the scenes when you're not aware of what's going on. Current card is the star, the Estrella, Shaska. Der Stern. In German, Der Stern. Wow, God, they even make stars sound unromantic, right? I don't know. Stern? Ugh, sounds like too strict. All right, La Estrella, the star. People who are not yet with their twin or not yet with their soulmate and they don't have a twin incarnate, they're not twins, have had to work with their star chakra, their eighth chakra. They've had to clear out all their chakras until they have been able to make a path and make a way for the eighth chakra so that they can connect to the star grid where they're going to find their soulmate first, whether it's in a dream or consciously aware through telepathy and meditation. The star grid, that's pretty cool. All right. So, Page of Pentacles or opportunity for the future of people who are currently single without a twin flame incarnate, who are looking for a soulmate that will be in a relationship with them soon. Page of Pentacles. There will be messages through money, and this could be through your career, through your job, through a side hustle or an opportunity that you are pursuing. It might be somebody at your work, at your place of business. Somebody knows the person that's coming into your life. Is that how I'm reading it? Somebody that you know through some kind of money. It might be someone at the bank where you bank. Somebody knows your person that's coming into your life. And this is for everybody in the collective. Wow. All right. So it's Page of Pentacles. It's through money. If you don't have a job and you're about to get a job, maybe that's where your soulmate. I mean, it might be that you both will end up lunching at the same restaurant during your lunch hours and you work close together, like on the same block or something. It's more of it's like a work day, workplace, business-related business, something to do with money. That is the opportunity for those who don't have a twin flame. They're not on the twin flame journey, but they have a soulmate coming. Now, what about, oh my God, I just said those cards, forgot to write them down. Oh, dagnabbit. I can't believe I did that. but we're going to go with card 3B. I'm going to say... what did we say? Star was the first one. The past was the swords. The quick cut cowboy. Oh my god, that was hilarious. The caballero, swords. I can't remember what number it was. Dag nabbit. And then the future one, page, pentacles. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay. Now this is for the single people who are single by choice and they are not looking for a soulmate. They are completely, perfectly happy and contented to be on their journey alone, on the ascension journey alone. They prefer to either be alone or they prefer to be in a group of friends instead of with, one person only. Is this the first card for those people? That is the Hierophant for the present. Now let's go to the past. What did the single people have to learn, or what did they have to do in order to arrive at their situation of wanting to be single? A billion cards just flew out. To arrive at their decision to be single, what had they had to go through? Oh, now we have the Sacerdota. The Sacerdotisa. That means the little female priest. Oh my god, is that not sexist? Oh my god, that word. Sacerdote means a priest. So for the high priestess, we have La Sacerdotisa. This is the high priestess, and as we all know from before, what I've talked about before, she is a virgin. All right, now a bunch of my cards just flew up. Is this one? Okay. The page of opportunity came out again. All right. So, for the future of the people who are single by choice, what do they have to look forward to as far as the ascension and doing this journey on their own? Strong and brave as they are. Single people by choice. What is their future for July? Is this the card? Yes, it is. This card is the Empress. Oh, no, that's interesting because she's pregnant. Very interesting, isn't it? All right, let me read these cards. Okay, for the High Priestess, past single people by choice, these people have had to come back to their own innocence, their virginity, as it were. Whether they are physical virgins or not, that's not the point. They've had to clear out their own Akashic records. They have learned to read who they truly are. They've had to read the book of their own life and really go through a lot to get where they've been, to where they've gotten. They've reclaimed their innocence, their virtue on their own. The people who have remained single by choice are people that they have a good connection to the one will, to God, and to their higher self. They've chosen to walk this path without complication. And that's, it's commendable. I'm seeing the colors silver, white, and a pale blue. Okay, now the blue's changing a little bit more towards cobalt. Oh, wow, it's the same color. I had my eyes closed. The same colors on the background in this card. So, it's kind of a pale blue. Could be related to Mother Mary. Could be people that really relate to the energy of Mother Mary. Now, for the current state of awareness of the people who are single by choice, what they're working on now is becoming one with their higher self. Again, without complication of relationships, without complication of anything. They are single by choice, and they plan for the immediate future to be that way. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Because these are people that want to know themselves unencumbered by the opinions of others. That makes absolute sense, doesn't it? God wants me to let you guys know that people that are single by choice are not selfish by nature. In fact, what I'm being shown is a lot of people who are single by choice will take the opportunity to help a lot more people because they have a lot more time on their hands. When you're in a relationship, boy, that's a time suck. It's another kind of suck too, but this isn't that kind of show. This isn't a family show, but it's not that kind of show. Hey, Yoka. All right, so for the future of the people that are single, we have the Empress, which is the next highest octave of the High Priestess. When coupled with the creativity of the higher self, these people are going to have a lot of creativity, a lot of creative motion and art, music, joy, passion in their future, especially for July. So if you are single by choice and you're not really looking and you don't really care if you're with someone right now, you're going to have a lot of creativity for the month of July. All right, let me go and write these down before I go to the next one. Hi. Sacerdotista. Oh my God, this sounds so sexist to me. These were made in Lima. Everything is little, made little, like the diminutive form. Your cabeza becomes your cabecita. Your mano becomes your manito. Everything becomes very little. When you add the IT, it's like means like you're putting the word little in front of it. You know, like this is my son, now it's my little son. This is your head, now it's your little head. This is your hat, it's your little hat. But when it's your penis, it's never your little penis. They never, ever say that. So when it's pene, it's pene. It's not benito. I told a few people that, like, oh, is it that? And they're like, no. They get so angry. Machismo rules in the land known as Peru. Hierophant. Okay, so we're going to put these cards back in the deck now, and we're going to go ahead. And our next question will be for those of us... I'm writing question 4 here. Those of us that are people that are in a relationship that they're in a relationship with their soulmates and they do not have a twin flame out there. They're not on the twin flame path, but they're currently in a relationship with somebody. This could be an actual relationship or it could be a marriage. I don't care if it was a marriage of 30 years, a relationship of 2 weeks, okay? If you are currently in a relationship with somebody right now, this reading is for you. Is this the first card? Very nice. And now this is the middle card again. Again, we get the Hierophant. I put that in the very middle of the deck, and it ended up in the bottom, and it flew right on out. One of these? No, okay. So what do we have for the past? How did people, what they have to do to get here? People that are in a relationship with a soulmate right now that are not on the twin path, are these, okay, these are not. All right, back into a million cards just flew out again. Is this a card? Whoa, really? Oh, okay. It says El Loco. I'm like, what? There's a card called El Loco? The crazy? Oh, wait, that means the fool. Oh my God, these cards kill me. They're so funny. All right, El Loco. All right, so that's what they had to get through before coming here to this point. Of course, that makes a lot of sense. So people that have a soulmate and they're not on the twin flame path, what? So people that are in a relationship with a soulmate, whether it's a marriage or normal, what is their future holding? Is it this card? Okay. Oh, I love this card. Okay. Something has happened. All of my cards suddenly got totally jumbled up. Let me fix my cards. Okay, fix them. They're fixed. Now, the first card is the present card. We got the Hierophant. In the past, we got the Fool. In the future, we have the Sun. So again, a lot of people are getting the Hierophant card. That is, see, I knew I had to put back. Oh wait, Fool, Hierophant, and Sun. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and read these cards for you guys. So, in order for the people who are in a relationship with a soulmate right now, and pretty much everyone is your soulmate that you have relationships with, pretty much. People where they're not on a twin flame path at all, they're married or they're in a normal relationship, like normal. It's not like marriage isn't normal. That's not what I meant to say. So in your relationship, whether it's been a week, 2 weeks, 3 months, 50 years, married or unmarried, I'm not caring about the piece of paper. If you're in a relationship with somebody, whether you're living with them or not, and they're a soulmate, not a twin, and you're not on a twin path, this is who, oh my God, it's the longest explanation. Sorry about that. All right. So in the past, what did these people have to go through that are in this situation, people with the relationship? El Loco. And the word in Inca is Quinti Anchao. Oh yeah, Quinti Anchao. I have heard this before. The Fool. Dur Nar. It sounds so bad in German. Why? Why is German so harsh? Okay. So El Loco and the Fool. People that had to come to a place where they're in a relationship now had to start off on a journey alone. They had to determine and decide what it is that they want on their journey, where they need to be, who they need to be with. They had to do a lot of soul searching to get where they are, to get to the point in which they had a relationship. Now, where they are now is the Hierophant. Now they are learning how to, now that they've found the person they're going to be with, now they have to, within the confines of the relationship, see who they are in relationship to themselves and their higher self. They still have to walk a single solitary journey alone into the fifth dimension, but yet with a partner. And after they've learned how to do that together on their own, each person in this relationship, they're going to walk into the future during July, which is the Sun card, and it has twins. It could be a boy and a girl or two boys. It's hard to tell. Not that I'm looking. But it shows two children, like pre-adolescent children, like innocent, holding hands. They're kind of like trying to go off in different directions, but still staying together and holding hands. And they're underneath the sun. They're naked because they're innocent. Nudity does not mean perversity in these cards. It means, except in the Lover's card, my God. Okay, it's like the guy looked like Burt Reynolds. Okay, all right. Never mind. Yoka. All right, so in the Sun card, these are it's like the innocence of youth, frivolity of play, joy and beauty, and every good thing under the sun. The sun is radiating and pulsating, and they are living the life, happy, joyous, and they're literally dancing the dance of life. In Incan, this word is, oh my God, I can't read it, Entrachinpun. Oh, I'm sorry. Of course, the sun god, Inti. Intij, it says, but it means Inti. Inti Chinpun. Inti is the sun god. And in German, it says Die Sun. Why is it so harsh? Die Sonne. If you are from Germany, I am horrible at pronouncing your words, and I apologize. I do have German in my heritage, so I thought it was kind of cool. I'm going to learn some words in German, but it's not really helping me. Der Hierophant is the same as the Hierophant. And in Incan, Hierophant is It looks like Mo. Our higher self is called Ilmo. Like Elmo? Ilmo. Mo. Let's just call our higher self Mo. Hey Mo, what's up? Alright, so there's those cards. We're going to go ahead and put those back in the deck. And now we have our final read of the night. These cards are hilarious. Oh my god, they're so funny. And they're all jumbled up. I don't know what happened. Like, okay, I gotta fix these. Some of these are like, they got all flipped over. Like all in one, just boom, so flipped over. Like, this is so weird. They've been very active. All I do is I go through the cards real fast, and the card that is the card for the answer will be pulled out by the angels that are surrounding me usually, and they're doing the bidding of the prime creator, the one will, who I've been in touch with to ask the questions of. But these are just all right. The fifth question we have tonight, God, is this. I would like to ask about the people who are in a relationship with their soulmate, but they are on the twin flame path. They have not yet met their twin flame, and their twin flame is out there still on his or her way to the person who's in a relationship with the soulmate. Yeah, this is a complicated one, right? All right. Okay. So that's what this question is. People that have a soulmate, they're in a relationship, but their twin flame is still out there, and their twin flame is incarnate. Oh my God, 6 cards just got taken out. All right, come on, guys. Oh. Got another Sinchi card, but it's... Oh. Is this the current one? Oh, no. All right. Knight of Cups card. It's got a llama with a heart above its head. Oh, my God, is that ever adorable. Sinchi. Caballero. Seguridad. Oh, the secure cowboy. Oh, we could all use a secure cowboy, or our inner secure cowboy. That's cool. I like that. Caballero Seguridad. Security cowboy. Is that like a security blanket? Can we just drape our security cowboys over us? I love that this is like, these are like multicultural cards, like as far as the languages and the fact that it's in English, the fact that it's in Spanish and German and Incan. I love that. Okay. Is this true about the past? Okay. Victory. 6 of Wands. All right. And so what about the future of the people who are in a relationship and their twin flame is still out there? Is this the card? Oh my God. Do what now? Oh, the Hermit. This is bringing up something really strange in me. I don't know why. I've never seen this card. This is very cool. El Ermitaño. Hermit. Hunapa. No. God, it's like these, it's not just my eyes. It's like the ink is really, it's like the teeniest, tiniest in Incan. Tunapa? Hunapa? Tunapa. That means the hermit in Incan. Okay. This is so crazy. All right, so for the past, okay, this is the reading for the people who are in a relationship currently, most likely with a soulmate or a stranger to your soul. That's probably not going to happen. You know, we're all millions of years old. So people with a soulmate that still have a twin flame out there. The past is the 6 of Wands, which also stands for victory. Their current card is the Knight of Cups, the secure cowboy. And their future is the Hermit. All right. All right. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. I might have to ask another question about this. All right. For the past, the people that had to go through the Six of Wands victory, people that have a relationship right now and have a twin flame out there still, what did they have to do to get through to this point in time in their past is they had to go through a lot of ideas. They had to weigh the pros and cons and the benefits and consider everything that they possibly could consider to get to this point. When they got into the relationships they're in, they weren't sure. They didn't know about twin flames, or if they did, they had to weigh the pros and cons. Are you going to be in a relationship and not be lonely, or, that kind of thing, that kind of question, right? All right, yeah. And they had to come to a conclusion that they had to live for now, in the present moment. And even if they don't know they have a twin flame out there, because that's very possible, they had to get through their engines of creativity, and they had to roar in and of themselves. That's what crime creators told me, that they had to kind of get through it. And now they're in the relationship. They got into the relationship. They jumped forward. And they victoriously sealed the deal, and now they're in a relationship. Current card, Knight of Cups. Caballero Seguridad, the secure cowboy. They're happy and content and secure, whether they're male or female. They have everything that they want and they could desire. And so they're not seeking and searching and looking out for their twin flames. They're content. And they're okay because they know that what they have is good. They are a secure cowboy indeed. It shows this guy, he's holding on to his llama. He's got his cup, which means love, because it's a Knight of Cups. They have a handle on their subconscious minds. They have a handle on everything. And there's nothing wrong with the fact that they're in a relationship right now, of course. The fact that they have a twin flame out there, it's not right now of any consequence because they haven't met their twin flame yet. Who knows what's going to happen, if anything. But then when I go to the future to see for these people, they're in this situation, I get the Hermit card. So let's see what we're learning from the Hermit card. Those that are in a relationship and still have a twin flame out there, when they do meet their twin flame, which they usually will, yes. You're saying more 90, 95, 98, 99? 98% of them will meet their twin flames. Across the board, 2% twin flames are going to decide not to meet even if they're incarnate right now, correct? Does that mean me? No. Good. I'm going to meet mine, right? If you're my twin flame, come forward already, please. We don't have to be in a relationship tomorrow. Just the next day. I'm just kidding. Not really. I don't want to rush anything. I can't even marry for 2 more years legally. So you're off the hook. If we meet now, we're just going to be friends and get to know each other. And I just want to meet you. All right. Get back to the reading. Focus, Pinky, focus. All right. We're back to this. So people that have a relationship with a soulmate right now, but their twin flame is still out there, when they do meet their twin flame, it's possible that they will walk together, lighting each other's path with their lantern of the hermit, and yet not embrace each other in the way that they would if they were in a relationship. It is okay for twin flames to come together and not be in a relationship. In fact, if one twin is in a relationship, when they meet the other twin, chances are the other twin might also be in a relationship. But that's okay because they can become partners that will light the world together. The path that they're going to light for people who will be their followers or the truth seekers that they will ignite and inspire, they can do that together without being physically together. There's a word God is trying to tell me. I think he said incarnate, but it's not that. Not carnage. There's the word that's very similar to that I can't quite hear it. It's trying to come through. Anyway, we're going to let that go for a moment. Let my subconscious mind try to prattle it out. Yeah, so basically they're hermits. Meaning a hermit is a person who's a way shower, and he's like an ascended master who doesn't really need the things that people need in the world, coupling up. So you could be two hermits together. You could still be, obviously you're going to love each other very deeply, but you also love your secure cowboy, or you are a secure cowboy in your cup of love. And you had to go through a lot of decisions to get there. And the fact that you're there in a solid, safe, secure relationship is maybe where you need to be in order to meet your twin, you see. That might be the path and the road that you chose in order to be the twin in the way that you wished to be a twin in this world. Because there's more than one way to do everything. Some of you heard what I was about to say. I love cats too much. Meow. I don't want to hurt their feelings. Sometimes cats listen to us. Meow. So that's pretty much what I'm getting. So people that are in a safe, secure relationship, the twin is not going to come and break you up. Don't worry about that. He's only or she's only going to come into your life to be a way shower with you to inspire people around you. So it doesn't always mean what you might think it means, so don't get scared about that. So God, will you tell me if there is a overall general feeling for July for everybody, regardless of relationship status? Is it one of these three cards? Okay, will you tell me the card? Great. So I don't have to put the cards back. We're running out of time here, so. What is the overall feeling of July? Is this it? Oh my God, this is too perfect. The overall feeling of July is called contacto relación. Contact relation. What? That is so weird. It is the 8 of Cups. The contact of relations. 8 is also related to strength as well as money and love. So strength, money, and love, and contacting relations. What do I get from this card? In whatever way you have relationships with people, whether it is people in your general community that you don't know very well, or people that you love very deeply, such as your family and your friends, or your one true love, or your twin flame, or maybe that is your higher union with your higher self and your prime creator, your God, who you are in your best relationship or relationships with. July is a month of celebrating those contacts and those relations, those relationships. When you focus on the beauty and the love and the intermingling of the different variations and fractalizations of my soul, says Prime Creator, meaning the relationships you have formed with each other, the bonds, the beauty, the love, money will start to flow into your life automatically, and it won't have anything to do with what you're doing. So just focus on joy, happiness, peace, beauty, love. Get out and dance. God just said get out and dance. So, all right, you guys. Well, you're out there shaking your groove thing. I'm going to be doing the same because I like to dance. So I can't believe that this whole reading tonight was supposed to be about everybody in every possible scenario of relationship or no relationship. And it's like literally for everybody, transgendered, cisgendered, or just alternative, anything, LGBTQIA. This is a reading for everybody. And so then when I get away from all the questions about relationship, the one card that comes up is contact relation. Eight of Cups. All right, then there it is. That's what you should focus on. Your best relationships, whether you're an introvert and you live alone and your best relationship is with yourself, with your cat, meow, with your future best self, otherwise known as your Hierophant or your higher self. That's pretty crazy, man. I am blown away by this reading. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for all the information. That's pretty intense, man. I am loving it when it says knight. It's a caballero. I love that. It also means gentleman, so it's like the secure man or cowboy. Caballero means gentleman or cowboy. It's an interchangeable meaning. So secure cowboy. Yeehaw. Oh my God. All right, guys. I love each and every one of you. Feel free to write me at metaphysicalsoulspeak@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, cool jokes you want to tell me, your favorite dancing song, whatever, let me know. If you want to send me a voice message, you have to add Anchor app to your phone or your computer. Anchor.fm/metaphysical. You could send me a voicemail. I will play it on the air if it is appropriate. Even if it's a funny joke, it's got to be slightly appropriate anyway. Okay, guys. Again, I love each and every one of you. But right now, that's all I got to say about that. I'm signing off with peace and joy and the high vibes of the holy fifth dimension. Until next time, peace. Metaphysical Soul Speak is run on sponsors and listener support. This means listeners like you. If you are so inclined to support my efforts and my little podcast, please visit me at anchor.fm/metaphysical and pledge an amount of your choosing today. Thank you.